There's a misconception among Windows and Mac OS user that Linux is difficult to use, and the reason behind it is they think that Linux distro depends heavily on terminal, which is not true. Any popular Linux distro can be daily drive without touching the terminal. Now, the terminal itself is not difficult also. In today's video, I will show you that the concept of terminal being difficult and not user-friendly is a misconception and not true at all. I will show you with some examples that with terminal, any normal casual PC user can do stuff faster with better resource management than its graphical alternative. The first one that everyone does is installing any software. To install a software, what you do, you open a browser, you search the browser with the name of the application you want to download. For me, it's, let's say, Helium browser, and you try to figure out which of these links are actually the official link. And here I am using DuckDuckGo, so it doesn't show any kind of advertised link. That's why I'm getting the actual or official link. For your case, it might not be true. Then inside the link, you try to find out which of these are actual the download button, and then you click on them and the download hopefully starts. After the download started, you open your file manager and try to run the executable, and the executable itself open in a installer, which is also another application that helps installing any package, and that's a graphical user interface. In there you'll have to click multiple time next, accept their user policy, something like that. After that, if you want to clean the garbage, you will delete the downloaded executable. You have to take 6 steps. Now if I want to do the same thing, I can do it with terminal. You don't need to open a browser, you rather open a terminal. Inside the terminal, you write what you want. I want to use a package manager. I will type the name of the package manager. I want to install what I want to install, Helium, and voila, I can simply install the browser just like that. Another example, let me give you. If you let's say you want to open a text which resides on some level of folders, and you want to open it and edit it. How will you do that? You first open a file manager, go to the location, try to find out which of these locations the actual file may be. For example, let's say the and inside that, which one, again get inside another folder, and you want to open this one, and you wanna, let's say, a text editor. Okay, so okay, not this one, I guess I will just something like this. You had to go through several steps, open up a file manager, searching through or figuring out which of the folder the file may contain, and do the same thing over and over again until you reach the exact file you want to edit. I can do this with terminal in much simpler way. How's that? Open a terminal. I'll type the name of the editor I want to edit with, let's say VS Code. I'll search with a fuzzy finder, SVF, the name of the file, and the name of the file is wm.md, and it is this is the one that I am actually trying to find out. So I will just click enter, and voila, I am already editing the text. These are the two of the examples. There are plenty other options that you can do with terminal in much better way than the graphical user interface alternative. It's not true that terminal itself is difficult. It depends what you are trying to do with the terminal. You cannot drag and drop things with terminal, so you don't need to do that. And the modern applications that run on terminal are actually very much user friendly. We all use chatbots, and in the chatbot we type the questions that we need the answer for, and we write it in a plain text. Same thing, you write in plain text the commands of your terminal to execute or run any sort of tool. For example, I had used Winget as a package manager to install a package or software. I use terminal, the fuzzy finder, to search through and open a text file. I can do the same thing. I can share my files with Croc. I can do my personal financing with HLedger. There are many other options that are much more easier and user friendly when you are using a terminal, not the graphical user interface. So you may think, then where does this concept of terminal being difficult and not user friendly come from? This is not totally related to the terminal itself. It is related to how humans learn things. We learn visual things faster than reading texts or writing them. Also, there were some specific tasks that needed to be done with the graphical user interface. You cannot type everything to do graphical stuff, right? And this is where the terminal being difficult comes from. But the terminal is not difficult. It depends what you are trying to do. There are many terminal based applications that are way much easier to learn, easier to implement, and better, faster than any graphical user interface alternative. So that's all for today. Hope this video helps you to get rid of these misconceptions. Thank you all.